Gatlopp, hell of a game. It just says Gatlopp on IMDb, but on the poster it says Gatlopp, hell of a game. So I don't know what to go with on that, but we're just gonna say Gatlopp. What a title, eh? But it's like Jumanji, right?
Yes.
Or Zathura, or whatever these board games are called in these damn movies today.
Gatlopp is this one.
Gatlopp is this one. A group of old friends reunite for a nostalgic evening of fun and games after a decade apart. After one too many, they decide to play a drinking game, but it's quickly revealed that this game comes with supernatural stakes. Mischief leads to mayhem, and the group realizes that if they can't come together to win the game by sunrise, they'll be forced to play for eternity in hell.
With Satan?
So, as far as that goes, I don't really understand that exactly. Like, you're just forced to play it over and over. Like, do you have memory of you playing it over and over again? Because it's just hell. You just go, fuck, I'm not playing.
Yeah,
You're going to torture me
already
anyways.
here.
So what do I have to continue to play it? I'm not going to fucking play it. What are you going to do? Penalize me? Send me to hell? Like, what worse can you fucking do to me?
Exactly.
So the whole, like, play the game forever thing, I don't understand that. It should just be like, you go to hell. I don't know.
I mean, it would be fucked if you just lose your memory of each playthrough and you have to play it over and over and over again, but you could never actually win when you do play it.
Yeah.
That would suck.
So, okay, this is a very entertaining movie.
Yes.
It is horror only in the sense of, like, the conditions of the game and how they slightly play out here and there. But for the large majority of this film, 95% is comedy. So this is heavily comedy with horror repercussions.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But very little, almost no gore of any sort. So if you're expecting this to be like they're Saw-esque or something, like they're asked to cut their friend's hand off or any of that kind of stuff, that is not what this game is about at all. In fact, this game would be very, very simple to get through if you just were open and honest.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, I could play this game, no problem,
Yeah.
with my friends, and it would be like, yeah, maybe some shit would come out, but maybe it needs to come out.
Well, that's kind of what the movie is about, is like all these group of friends reunite, and there's all this stuff that's happened in their life and in the past that they never talked about and worked through together.
Sure.
So the game is making them work through it, and they are fighting that, which is where all the problems come in. So you're right, if you just play it with people and are open and honest, even if some feelings get hurt, you don't go to hell, which is much better,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
So the thing I think you're going to be yelling at the screen, but you kind of have to just roll with it and understand that there's a point to the story, right? They're getting to a place where friends are trying to reconcile their differences and misdeeds of the past, so to speak. So you just kind of have to go along with the story and accept that these people are working through their issues and that this is more, metaphorical for friends getting over things, and it's done in a more, fantastical way, right? Because but I had to kind of step back from it because it was taking my enjoyment out of the film a little bit, where I'm yelling at the screen. Are you really gonna keep that to yourself right now when you could fucking go to hell forever? You're really not gonna admit to this person that you did this thing? Who gives a fuck what their reaction is? It is not worth going to hell or dying over. Like, you lose this friend. That sucks. You did a shitty thing, but in the grand scheme of things right now,
You'll both be alive and not in hell.
yes, you're damning them to hell as well. You want to talk about there's nothing you can do to your friend in this life worse than sending them to hell for eternity. I don't care if you fucked their wife, killed their kid. I don't give a shit what you did.
Yeah.
You're sending them to hell forever? Forever. Think about forever, okay?
Forever.
Sending them to hell for all eternity is, you need to fess up. You need to fess up right the fuck now. Everyone's just going to look at each other. And this is a kind of an issue, I guess, I'd have with the film, is everyone at the table at some point should have been like, listen up. I need you to be fucking honest. Let's just agree.
100%.
I know we all did stupid shit. It's probably going to piss us off. We'll deal with that when the game is over. But for right now, bite your fucking lip and say the shit.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And that's all. And the movie's over. But that would defeat the whole film, right?
Yeah.
It would just be like, okay, movie over.
Right.
Right.
They have to go through it. It's part of the story, and that's fine. And
Although there is this
truthfully-
weird jazzercise moment, which I guess is like one of the only real moments that isn't like you just have to be truthful. And I wish we would have gotten more of those moments, because that would have added to the stakes of just like, you can't just be honest and get through this game. There are other stakes to this.
Right.
Right? So I wish that we would have gotten more of like, you have to do this thing. More dares.
Yes.
Right? A truth or dare version of this game with half dares, half truths.
Yeah.
And it's like 95, 98% truths. And then like 1% dares and 1% riddles.
Yeah.
One random
Yeah.
riddle.
I mean, and the riddles are still kind of like just truths, like that you need to answer.
Well, not the
but-
what does the left hand hold that the right
Right.
one can't.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
kind of stuff.
That's true.
Like, those are just
Those are
really
just
random
kind of-
ones. That you're
yeah.
like, okay, how does this doesn't match up with anything else in the
Yeah.
show? So anyway,
Well, yeah, I agree. I would have loved to see more dares and to have some kind. I mean, like if you did make it Saw-esque, where there was like these high stakes of you have to cut somebody's arm off or do like something crazy like that, that would have been interesting for sure.
yeah,
And would have definitely upped my enjoyment. But this was still my favorite of all three new movies that we watched.
oh absolutely.
Because it was hilarious. The
Very
friends, like
entertaining.
their dynamic and their chemistry was spot on. It felt like we were watching a group of friends that
Yeah.
used to hang out and party all the time, and then grew apart and are rekindling that.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And yeah, I don't know. We talked about it a little when we were watching it. The lighting is super rad in this. It's got some really cool like neon colors that aren't overbearing or anything, but they just add a nice atmosphere. And the setting, like the apartment that they're in for most of it, I thought actually was really cool looking.
Yeah,
Like just comfy.
I mean, I guess the whole like you have to cut your friend's arm off or thing. I don't think that would have fit the story they're trying to tell. Right? It would have increased our enjoyment of it because
You
we're
just
sick
wanna watch
fucks.
people get chopped
Right.
up.
But in reality, I don't think it would have added anything to the message and the overall story of the film. So like, it's played the way that it needs to be played.
Yes.
And the main character, who is the guy who's currently getting the divorce and whatever, is the guy who also wrote this film.
Oh, nice.
But the girl of the four is the only person I recognize that I'm aware of. I've seen her in a few things, but outside of that, I don't recognize the other three. Maybe the main guy who wrote the film. I feel like his face looks familiar to me. In fact, I'm positive he does, but I can't think of what end. I'm thinking of it right now. It's like kind of right there, and I already closed your phone, so I'm fucked on that. But overall, if you're looking for kind of a Jumanji
Yes.
horror version, I don't know if this is gonna really give that to you as much, but I would love to see. I love this concept, and as you said, what really works in this film is the friends' chemistry and how they play off of one another, and how funny that can be, and kind of the antics they get up to within it, and the kind of the stuff that happens to them. All that stuff is good. I just would have liked to have seen more
Yeah.
with the board game and how it plays out and the things that they're required to do, because man, yet again, as I said, I'd just be like, everyone at the table would be like, you're not damning me to hell because you can't fucking be honest.
Yes, like that's
Like,
not gonna
but-
happen.
That's kind of reality for some people.
Absolutely.
Some people are so ashamed of the shit that they do that they can't fucking admit it, even though it's like,
Life or death.
yeah, like beyond death.
Life or hell.
Yeah.
So
I might be completely wrong here. I'm not. Oh, he's in one episode of Wilfred, but that's not what it is. Not that I can think of. Yeah, no. Midnight Movie? No. Shit. Alright, never mind. I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. He looks like someone, but whatever. Overall, yeah, comedy heavy, right? Horror very little. But if that sounds like fun to you, definitely check it out. It's absolutely worth it. One of the betters of this year's for sure. And let us know. That's like my big sign off now. And then we do the whole like bye thing, and that's it now.
Yep, we could just
just fuck you guys for, giving us your time. How dare they?
never mind.
I used to say adios. That was my sign
That
off.
was your sign off.
I'm doing that
Adios.
now.
All right.
All right. Adios. It sounds weird now. I'm like trying to make it a bye, but a adios.
Sayonara.
Oh no.
Mata ne.
Adios.
Bye.